everybody, and welcome back to G for G, Games for Gamers. Today we're here in Marvel Avengers Alliance. Still no new content, but perhaps we'll be getting that later today, which is Friday after the announcements of their planned PvP. Beta will be up next, and then I believe it will be a Spec Ops and a chapter, or maybe a chapter and Spec Ops. I don't recall that order, but I do know PvP Beta is the next one. Whether or not we get it later today, that is the big question. So, as you can see from the title of the video, why you should have gotten the Emerald Prism, or a team for the OP Nation. So, I was reading the Marvel Avengers Alliance wiki today, and I happened to see somebody talking about, I think it was the Android version, like, oh yay, we're getting the Emerald Prism, the Domino PvP, great, I have wanted the Emerald Prism ever since I saw this video, and he linked it. The video that he linked was a Infiltrator Phoenix and a Infiltrator Gambit. The Emerald Prism was applied to Gambit, who was able to get a phenomenally good amount of stacks of Emerald Prism stacking attack because of spamming his cards that chewed up his kinetic charges. I was like, oh, yeah, brilliant. Use a quick attack to sit there and go ahead and just get stacks by doing quick attacks. So you're getting so many stacks in a turn because you're doing all these quick attacks that have, you know, for Gambit 4 to 5, and with his ISO up to 8. I said, who else can do that? Who would that be really, really good for? And I was like, oh, maybe Squirrel Girl. No, Squirrel Girl's nut up or shut up-y thing is just a buff. It's not an attack. That's not going to count. I was like, my agent... Oh, Revolt. The big answer is Revolt. So, here we go. Emerald Prism on my agent. And then I'm going to apply Melt Armor to everybody on the other side, and to myself. I'm going to give myself a chance at a follow-up attack with any of the smart weapons. Cable is here to do turn fuckery. You can use Nico, you can maybe get lucky with Star-Lord or Uncanny Sight, but Cable is here to give my agent an extra turn. And I'm just going to stay put, because he's a bruiser. I don't want to crit him right now and do a chunk of damage. So, my agent has applied Emerald Prism to myself as a quick action due to snappy service. And he's applied the power supply, which says Melt Armor on him. All attacks against his target ignore the defense stat. And Overclock, a chance to perform a follow-up attack with any smart weapon. Do not get too excited yet. If I follow up with the Revolt, I do lose the ammo. The only thing I gain is the fact that the attack is for free in terms of stamina. So here I am, shooting away with the Revolt, and you can see the damage is coming up, so here's a free attack. It still consumed ammo, but it didn't consume stamina. And, well, okay, game over. I followed up randomly with the power gauntlet, and I killed him before I could even get my swerve on here. So, let's go on to somebody who might be a little bit more obnoxious, and we will pick everybody's favorite douchepocalypse. Emma is here to replenish stamina. You can use Heroic Age Iron Fist. You could use Emma's Unlock Potential. You can use anybody who has a buff that is running the ISO that says buffs equal stamina. And Cable is here to do turn fuckery. You could also do what Kingfisher did in his video, and that is run Movie Gamora, Movie Rocket Raccoon, and make the agent part of the Movie Guardians and get guaranteed hits and guaranteed crits. I don't want to do that because of the 500 watt power supply, but you could say, you know what, I don't want the randomness. His idea is better, but this uses the Emerald Prism, which makes this actually more powerful. Alright, so I'm gonna unlock potential on my agent. He's gonna get stamina back. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give him Migraine and Weak Mind. I don't want to hit him with a big psychic tap. Cable is gonna go ahead and give my agent his turn again. And I'm just gonna have Cable stay put. I don't want to damage him. I want this to do the damaging. So, as you can see, because of the stats that I have right now, due to Potential Unleashed, my attack is at plus 745. I have an overclock going, and increased attack because of using this one round. So, we're starting this at plus 745 to my attack. We'll see where we finish up. Revolt 1. Oh, did he go Infiltrator? I think he went Infiltrator. Yeah, so this is gonna suck. I should have applied Apocalypse's off balance, so I don't get... I mean, I should have Cable applies off balance to Apocalypse, but we're gonna stick this out a little bit here so you can kind of see the end result. If hopefully it doesn't kill. Alright, so we're gonna stop and we're gonna take a look at the stats. Now I'm up to plus 1024. I have an increased attack of 5, and I have an attack optimization of 5. I essentially have one more bullet that I'm not going to do. I can, however, use the Power Gauntlet at this point, which I will attempt to do. And as you can see, those numbers were solid. I'm probably going to lose my agent, but you get the gist of what's happening. And now on my agent's turn, had he lived, he still has his suit to give him tactical advantage, and he can have 2 turns again. So, unfortunately, I can't wipe this over here, so I'm just gonna flank him. Last time I did this, Apocalypse did not become an infiltrator until after he was dead. So he died, mental anguish. We will pick somebody a little less douchey than that, but I want to pick somebody who's very, very hardy. Let's see, well, Great Gargoyle still. Alright, the Blob should be a good idea. Yeah, Blob could take some damage. So Emma Frost, she's not critical to this. Somebody who provides extra turns, I think, is. Heroic Age Iron Fist still would be phenomenal as one of your agents, one of your heroes for this. Well, I haven't lost any stamina yet, so I don't want to apply Unlock Potential. I'm just going to weaken the enemy team. Alright, so I'm going to give my agent an extra turn already. And I'm going to go ahead and give myself Emerald Prism. I'm going to do Overclock. And that's the end of that turn. So Gun Turn is coming up next. What do I want to do? We'll apply the flank to the targeted. Targeted will be nice for the gun. Recoil, schmecoil, that's fine. Now, obviously, flanked is not going to help quick actions. Alright, so I fired once. I'm looking at plus 372. Attack optimization of 2. That's because of 1 round of the power supply and 1 shot of the gun. And I have an increased attack of 2. That's the Emerald Prism giving me 1 shot of the power supply, 1 shot of the gun. So we'll see where this finishes up when I use all my ammo. There's a free shot of the Revolt. It's gonna and there's a free Power Gauntlet. I'm not losing stamina, and I'm now up to attack optimization of 4. And that's because of those free attacks over there. We'll just continue shooting this gun. Obviously, it's not doing damage to him, but the goal is to show you what the agent eventually gets buffed up to over here. And as you can see, 20 in the buff column. Alright, so I'm out of ammo. I'm now sitting at over 1,000 bonus to attack. Attack optimization of 7 and an increased attack of 6. I want my gun reloaded because Emma is going to be giving me my stamina. So when you click the reload, click the gun, and then click yourself. That sneaks up on people. Now, there's unlocked potential, there's some stamina back, and we'll just weaken him again. So now if I had a super high priority target, I just would have used the Gauntlet and taken them out. But this is real, and you know where else Cable's really good is mirror image. That'll help you live a little bit. So now my agent has gotten a bunch of stamina back. Not all of it, and that's where Iron Fist is better. But she applies the unlocked potential, which is good. So my Gauntlet's going to use up that much. But look at that. There's my tactical advantage. So, hey, stamina. So keep in mind what the Gauntlet's going to use. Leave yourself that amount. And there's a free power gauntlet that just killed him. That was almost 10k a shot, and my power gauntleted him twice. So now you can see why you should have gotten the Emerald Prism. Kind of makes you kick yourself now for not spending the money. Aside from the Emerald Prism, everything my team was doing was for free. All of this stuff was farmable. Now obviously, Snappy Service, you have to buy that, but you could have also maybe gotten the attacking Scrapper ISO and use the Scrapper suit. Emerald Prism, the power supply, farmable, Revolt, farmable, power gauntlet, farmable. The Phoenix 5 outfit of Emma, CPs, and Cable. CPs if you didn't get them in PvP. So it's not, and she's not even she's running this, which is farmable. If I ever got her to 13 to 14, I could also have her do the controlling over here. But anybody who gives stamina back is really good for that heavy drain. Anybody who can maybe tank so that your agent continues to do what he wants to do would be good. And anybody who gives turn fuckery like Cable or Nico or even Star-Lord is also good. Your tanks like Wonderman, Red Hulk, Hercules, Captain America, any of those guys would be good if you want to go the tank route. So you have turn fuckery, you have stamina return, and you have tanking. Those are the three things that really help with this group. So, I hope you enjoyed this video on why you should have gotten the Emerald Prism. Take care, everybody.